Have you ever wondered what sparked the gruesome Jewish war between Rome and Israel that spanned more than a century? Picture a time when the Roman Empire, a beacon of power and influence, sat uncomfortably with the fiercely independent nation of Israel. The air was thick with tension, a blend of cultural differences, religious fervor, and political discontent. It was a volatile mix waiting for a spark. And when that spark came, it ignited a conflict of unimaginable scale. The flame was lit, and a war that would change the course of history was about to begin. The roots of this conflict lay deep in the heart of two powerful civilizations. The Roman Empire, a colossal force spreading its influence across the known world, and the Jewish people, a community with a deep-rooted and unshakable faith, were set on a collision course. Rome, the epicenter of power and prestige, had extended its reach from the British Isles to the deserts of Africa. Its cultural influence was as vast as its geographical borders, with its language, laws, and customs seeping into every corner of its empire. The Romans, however, were polytheistic, worshipping a pantheon of gods and goddesses, a stark contrast to the monotheistic beliefs of the Jews. The Jewish people, on the other hand, were a steadfast community, bound by a shared history, culture, and above all, faith. They worshipped one God and followed the laws set down in the Torah, their holy book. Theirs was a religion not just of faith but of identity. It was a tapestry woven through generations, each thread a testament to their resilience and resistance. The Roman Empire's expansion brought these two worlds face to face. The Romans, believing in their divine mandate to civilize, sought to impose their way of life on the territories they conquered. This included Judea, the homeland of the Jewish people. But the Jews, fiercely protective of their faith and culture, resisted. They would not bow to the Roman gods, nor would they abandon their customs and laws to adopt those of their conquerors. The Romans saw this resistance as rebellion, a challenge to their authority. The Jews saw it as a fight for their identity, a stand against forced assimilation. This divergence in perspectives, this fundamental misunderstanding of each other's motives and beliefs, was the root of the conflict. As the Roman Empire continued to grow, so did the tension between these two civilizations. The Jewish people, a small but determined community, stood firm against the might of Rome. Their refusal to bend to the will of their conquerors only fueled the Romans' determination to civilize them. As their worldviews clashed, the stage was set for a brutal and bloody confrontation. The war, once ignited, spread like wildfire, consuming all in its path. The very heart of this conflict was a series of battles, each one a cataclysmic turning point in the course of this historic clash. The strategies employed and the key moments of confrontation formed a mosaic of victory, defeat, courage, and despair. One of the most significant of these battles was the Siege of Jerusalem, a fiercely contested confrontation that would shape the destiny of both Rome and Israel. The Roman legions, under the command of future Emperor Titus, encircled the city with a formidable force. Their strategy was one of attrition, slowly tightening their grip around Jerusalem, aiming to starve the city into submission. Inside the city, the Jewish defenders, despite their divisions, fought valiantly, refusing to yield. They knew the cost of surrender would be the destruction of their most sacred site, the Second Temple. This magnificent structure, a symbol of their faith and nationhood, stood as a beacon of hope against the encroaching Roman might. But alas, the Romans were relentless. After months of siege, they breached the city walls. The ensuing battle was brutal and unforgiving. The Romans, in a display of their military prowess, overpowered the Jewish defenders. The Second Temple was set ablaze, its golden facade reduced to ashes, a sight that seared into the hearts of the Jewish people. This was a turning point, not just a military defeat, but a spiritual one. The destruction of the Second Temple signaled a shift in the balance of power, a confirmation of Roman superiority. It marked a moment of profound loss for the Jewish people, a wound that would take centuries to heal. This war was more than just a clash of swords and shields. It was a contest of identities, of ideologies, a struggle for survival and sovereignty. It was a war that would shape the course of history, a war that would echo through the ages. In this crucible of conflict, the fate of nations was sealed. The echoes of war can still be heard today, long after the dust has settled. As the Jewish war with Rome concluded, the aftermath was far-reaching and profound, both physically and culturally. The land of Israel was left scarred and battered, its people scattered. In the wake of the conflict, an immense wave of Jewish migration spread across the known world. This mass exodus led to the rise of the Jewish diaspora, a dispersion of Jewish people beyond Israel. This was not just a simple relocation, but a significant cultural shift. The dispersion fertilized the soil for Jewish culture and religion to germinate in new lands. The aftermath of the war also had a profound impact on Jewish culture and religion. The destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem, a central symbol of Jewish faith, marked a turning point. Without a physical place of worship, Jewish religious practices evolved. The emphasis shifted from temple rituals to prayer, study, and personal devotion. This transition laid the groundwork for what we recognize as Judaism today. Moreover, the war left an indelible mark on Jewish identity. The shared experience of loss, displacement, and resilience became a cornerstone of Jewish collective memory. It shaped and strengthened the sense of Jewish peoplehood. The scars of this war have shaped the course of history and continue to resonate in the present. The Jewish war with Rome was not just a historical event, but a crucible that forged the Jewish identity and culture that we know today. So, what can we learn from this tumultuous chapter of history? We've journeyed through a time of profound conflict, one that left lasting imprints on the pages of history. From the initial spark of provocation, the deep-seated roots of conflict, to the unfolding of the war and its consequential aftermath, the Jewish war with Rome is a testament to humanity's capacity for both conflict and resilience. This war was not merely a series of battles, but a clash of cultures, ideologies, and faiths, reminding us that the stakes of history are far more than territorial gains or losses. They are about the shaping of societies, the molding of worldviews, and the survival of cultures. Understanding this history isn't just about recounting the past, it's a way to glean insights into our present and inform our future actions. By learning from past mistakes, we can strive to prevent history from repeating itself. History, as we've seen, is not just about the past. It's a living, breathing entity that shapes our present and our future. If you enjoyed this journey through history, please like and share this video. Your engagement helps to keep history alive and encourages us to delve deeper into the annals of time. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Torah Apologetics, for more enlightening content like this. We are not just sharing stories, we are building a community of learners and thinkers who value history, culture, and diverse perspectives. Also, be sure to follow our fan page, Torah Apologetics, where we continue these important discussions. Your support is not just about sustaining this channel, it's about fostering a space where we can learn, grow, and make better decisions for our future. Thank you for your support and for being an important part of this journey through time.